YouTube, and welcome back to another video. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be reviewing the 6-inch Black Series Commander Fox. Now, this character has a lot of hate towards him, for which I personally feel isn't deserved. But I'm not going to go into that. I'm just going to say that I think he was justified in what he did for basically everything people hate him for. So, yeah, now that I've got that out of the way, let's get on with the review. I do really like this guy. Some small nitpicks with him, but in the grand scheme of things, they're very minor. So I'll start off by taking a look at his accessories. Now he does come with the DC-15 rifle, which is very nice. And it's got some really lovely weathering. If I bring in the one that came with Commander Bly, as you can see, Bly's is just completely black. This one is has some, I think it's silver dry brushing, I believe, and it does look very nice. So yeah, that's the rifle. And then here we have the carbine, the DC-15 carbine, and again, basically the same thing. It's got some really nice weathering on it. Yeah, it looks really nice. I don't really display him with this. I display him more with the rifle, because I just feel like it looks a bit nicer. But it's your figure, you can display him however you want. He does also come with his two DC-17s pistols, and they're basically just all moulded in black plastic. I don't actually know if they're any different to Commander Bly's. Yep, they look the same. Yep. So, by the way, that's Bly's on the left and Fox's on the right. So they look the same. They're probably interchangeable. I'm not gonna find out, but yeah. Now onto the figure itself. It is really nice. It has lovely glossy red plastic, which looks really nice. I do really like him. He does use the other Clone Trooper body mold, the one with the more limited elbows. It's not the one that Commander Bly uses with the better elbows. It's the one with just the 90 degrees bend at the elbow. So you can see the differences there. This Commander Bly has a lot more range at the elbow. And another weird thing, I'm just going to get this out of the way, it's something I noticed. His helmet is really long. I mean, if you look at Commander Bly's, his helmet is, quite short, and I think Bly's is more accurate, but Fox's is really long for some reason. And then you look at the little blue stripes there, they're a lot smaller than on Bly. And then the back of the helmet, Bly has a movie accurate, oh god, drop that. Bly has a much more movie styled back of his head, and then Fox has a much more simpler, almost animated style back of his head, which is a bit weird. Doesn't really bother me too much, but it's just something I noticed. Again, I think Bly is more accurate, but Fox does look really nice as well. So I'll just quickly go over the details. A couple of inaccuracies I did notice. He's supposed to only have 6 stripes here on the cheek. Is that the cheek? I don't know, the air filter things. But he has 9. It's not a big deal, it's just, again, something I noticed. But he's got some really nice detail. He's got some wear and tear on the oops, sorry, the camera just shook. On the chin stripe there. So he's just got some scratches there, he's got some lovely dirt. For some reason his visor is kind of, because it's like softer plastic, it's sticking up a bit more on this side. It's not a big deal, again, it's just something I noticed. He has the antenna thing and the light, I don't know what they are, but yeah, he's really nice. All throughout he's got this lovely kind of dirty kind of weathering. I don't know if he would actually have that much weathering, because obviously he's Coruscant Guard, so I don't think he really saw much action on like other planets, but it looks nice. The shoulder pad, the detail on it is a little bit fuzzy on mine. I think it's a little bit off centre. I have another one in the box because I hope you all had a good Christmas. I forgot to throw that in. because this guy was a Christmas gift. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas and you got what you wanted. And if you didn't, well, I'm sorry. But yeah, my parents accidentally ordered 2 of this guy, so I have 2 of him. So I'm keeping 1 in the box. But he has some really nice detail on his the sun visor thing. He just does look really nice. The shoulder pad was a little bit malformed, I don't know. So I just kind of had it lipped over the shoulder armour, not the shoulder armour, the chest armour, and that kind of gave it its shape back because it was a bit like squashed down from the packaging. Bly has a similar thing on this thing. You can kind of see it there. It kind of like dips down, and again, it's not like a big deal, but again, it's something I noticed. But yeah, he's loads of lovely detail. He has a different camera to Bly, which is actually accurate because Bly had a different camera. Looks really nice. He also has different holsters for the DC-17 pistols, which is something I find a bit weird, but again, it's not a big deal. So yeah, he's really nice. And he has red on the bottom of his feet, which looks nice. He's just a really nice figure. So going over articulation, the head can move up about that far because it's basically what the head is. It's a hinge with a ball joint on it. So you can get him looking up. You could probably get him looking up a bit more than that, but that's pretty much it. And then you can get him looking down that far. His head can rotate a full 360. The arms can move out about that far if you kind of lift them over the chest armour. They can do a full 360. And again, they're kind of on a soft ratchet, which Bly wasn't. Oh, I do find that a little bit weird. He has a swivel there. He has the previously mentioned 90 degrees at the elbow. He has a swivel at the wrist and a hinge inwards on this wrist. And he has a hinge up and down on this wrist, and he can also swivel on that wrist as well. He has the waist swivel, which again is also kind of clickety. I don't know why, but it can move pretty well. Legs can move forward about that far because he uses the older Clone Trooper mould, and they can move out about that far. He swivels at the thigh, and he has double jointed knee. He has a pivot at the ankle, which can also move forward that far and back a little bit. So he doesn't have as much articulation as Bly or Rex, but I still really like him. He's still a really nice figure. So just to compare him with some other figures, obviously here he is with Bly. He's basically the same height. I think he's a little bit shorter, but it's not really noticeable. Here he is with the 3 3/4" Clone Wars box, who I did add the chin using Tipex, and it looks really bad, but from distance it looks quite nice. And even the 3 3/4" one only has the 6 stripes on the air filter things, so that's something that I think it's wrong. I don't think it's accurate, but it doesn't really bother me. To compare him with another hated character, who I feel is wrongly hated, here he is with Hot Rod, the Titans Return one, because I don't have the Studio Series one yet. So there you have them. And then just for another Hasbro 6-inch comparison, here he is with the 6-inch PS4 Spider-Man. Can't remember the exact line he was from, but yeah, there you have him with that. So would I recommend this figure? I mean, yeah, he's really nice. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, I don't think I mentioned it with Bly either. For some reason he only has one trigger finger hand, so if you want him to hold the pistol in this hand, it's a little bit harder to kind of get it in there. But when you do, what I do to make it look like he's holding it, because it'll always be kind of pointing off at an angle, what I do is I hinge the hand in, and then I have it like back there, and it doesn't look too bad. But you can hold both his pistols quite nicely. Would be better if they're both trigger finger hands, but it's not a big deal. So yeah, there you have him with both his pistols, and I think he looks very nice. So I would recommend this figure. He's not the most articulated Black Series clone, but he does look really nice. Provided you don't have a vendetta against Fox, which I don't, you'll really like him. I have no complaints with him other than I kind of wish you used a blind mould, but it's not that big a deal because he's a really nice figure, and I think you should get him if you like clones, if you like Black Series, if you like Star Wars. I would recommend him. He's a little bit hard to get now, but I think especially here in the UK, some stores are starting to get them back in stock. You can also find them on eBay if you're willing to pay a little bit extra, because unfortunately he is a bit hard to find now. But if you can get him for a reasonable price, I would recommend it, because he is really nice. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. If you enjoyed the video, please like it. If you really enjoyed the video and you want to see more, please subscribe. If you want to, feel free to comment and let me know what you got for Christmas. Transformers, Star Wars related, I don't really care. Just feel free to let me know, because I'll happily interact. Oh, one small other error with the figure. Well, it's not really an error, it's just an inaccuracy. His communicator's supposed to be white, but it looks nice like that anyway. So, yeah, I'll give you a quick sneak preview of what my next video might be. Don't know for certain, but it might be a Plo Koon. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Okay.